back. We share the same interest. That interest is collecting toys. Bought that one, but it's a long time coming. Star Wars.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another awesome episode of Collector Strikes Back. I'm your host, Manny Maldonado. My amazing co-host, Edwin San Juan, couldn't make it today. He's a little bit under the weather, but no worries. I have a special, amazing guest. This guy is such a great friend of mine, such a hustler in the game. Give it up for the one and only Mr. J Valentino is in the house.
Let's go. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for coming by, man. How's everything with you, man? I see you grinding.
Good,
see
man.
you hustling.
Can't complain, man. I got my mom on the tour. It's called the Mama's Tour. Go to my page and check out the dates. It's a Cali tour. And yeah, man, just booking all these other shows, man. It's been getting fun.
So for our viewers that are out there that don't, for some reason, don't know who Jay is, tell us a little about yourself. Tell us how you where you're from, what made you start doing the sketches. Pretty much, a lot of people just know you from sketches, but I just know you as a friend first. But tell us a little about yourself.
Well, I'm a DJ, comedian, and I do sketch comedy. Sketches started about a decade ago when I saw that social media was going in that direction, and it started catching traction. I started doing those. But very much so a DJ, man. I've been doing that since I was 15 years old. I collected vinyl. Actually, a sad thing that I know you would probably hate, I had 17 milk crates of vinyl that I donated. I gave it away. 17
Wow.
milk crates. I know you're a vinyl collector too, right?
Yes, I am. But nothing like you. I just have a nice little, just a little small collection.
You can appreciate vinyl.
I appreciate vinyl, and Solomon, you grew up on vinyl records too.
Sure
so
did.
You know, we're about that life now. Okay, so you donated how many crates?
16 milk crates. I think it was equivalent to like 700 vinyls.
Is there? You just not have no room for them? Like what happened?
Yeah, you know what? I was going through the transition of vinyl to MP3, and at the time I didn't have that much space. I had a room and a half-car garage at my mom's place, and it was taking up space. It was literally taking up space. And man, I had this whole wall full of vinyl that I wasn't using anymore. It just looked pretty. And when you could fit all that music into a thumb drive this big now, it's crazy.
But so Jay, when you first started DJing, you were all about carrying the crates and records, right?
Yeah, mind you, I had a 15-year-old back, bro. Yeah, I was able to do that. But time started slowly shifting. Thankfully, I was only doing that I did that for about 8 years. 8 to 10 years, and then after that, that's when everything shifted.
What year because this is kind of interesting because I don't really know too much about, the DJ stuff aspect, life, the hustle, the grind. What year did you kind of just stop, say, you know what, I don't need these, I'm going to give up on these records? Like what year was that when they started transitioning into
I want to say 2008.
Okay.
2008. So I went from I went 11 years. I started DJing in 97.
Okay.
So from 97 to 2008, it was all vinyl. And then, but I was still one of those guys that held back. I wasn't adamant. I wasn't crazy about the switch. I wasn't. I'm gonna keep it old school. I'm a real DJ. No, screw that computer stuff. And then
what about your turntables and all that other stuff as far as for your vinyls? You didn't donate it? I'm pretty sure you sold that.
So technology is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
They made it to where we still use vinyl. They're called Serato records.
Okay.
And you connect the laptop to the mixer. The needle reads the MP3 from the laptop. And you're still playing a vinyl, and it still reads like a vinyl.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know about that, Solomon? You know about that world?
Yeah, except it doesn't skip. That's the cool part.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
So and then you and your other friend, your other colleagues, your other DJ colleagues, they pretty much jumped on that same bandwagon too?
Just like anything else, some were on it before me. I had those Caucasian Asian friends that were like on it 3 years before it became the thing to do.
The thing to do, of
They
course.
were ahead of the game,
Right.
And then there were those dinosaurs like me that, couldn't let go. And that's why I have a hard time getting over my ex.
That's interesting. So you went from the DJing stuff, and then what kind of just said, you know what, you were just made you want to start doing stand up? Like what made you want to just get on the mic?
Well,
because you're already always on the mic anyway from pumping up the crowds and stuff, right?
Right. Yeah. Well, at 19, I started DJing at a strip club. I lied my way into the industry.
Okay.
I used a strip club that had been closed down 2 months prior as reference. So they weren't able to call that strip club.
Evil genius.
Yes. And I was there. I did that for 18 years, but I did that strip club DJing, and at age 23, I got the itch to do stand up. Man, I just started being around it.
Mhm.
The first stand up comedy club that I ever went to was a room in Santa Ana called El Patio.
Oh, Patio. Yeah, well, we know about that because
course you do.
my boy George Perez and all that stuff. He would do shows there all the time.
Yeah, and that
Yeah.
was where I got my feet wet. I got my first 3 minutes right there, and I got that bug, and I did it for a couple of years, and that's the only thing that I ever quit that I didn't feel comfortable about.
Okay.
And time passed, and I was still doing little things to hold on to it. I did a podcast called Juice TV.
Yeah.
I did podcasting before I was in style, 2010 to 2015.
Now I remember I was a guest on one of your episodes. You had a co-host. Is that the one with that Taffy Taff?
Taffy Taff.
Yes, I remember that. Yes, I do remember that.
She was Kurdish.
Yeah, I remember you guys. She would always do your show. That was
Yeah,
that was
she's still
really
my
cool.
friend to this day,
That's
man.
cool, man. Shout out to Taffy Taff. I remember
Taff, man.
she always had she liked the Chargers and she would have a Taffy Taff jersey.
Yeah.
So I have a good memory.
She's still a big San Diego fan. for
Right on,
sure.
right on. So I remember you were doing that for a while, and that's the kind of like the time I met you. I met you around 2009, 2010-ish.
Correct.
When you were kind of just experimenting with stand up, but that's cool. So what's the thing that you like about stand up compared to DJing?
It's the rawest form of comedy. It's the rawest form of entertainment, I want to say, Manny. Straight up, bro.
yeah.
It's the rawest form because it's so unpredictable. And you get the immediate reaction. I'm super ADD. I want it now. You know what I mean?
You're like they even said your name. You're like, can you laugh already?
Yeah, exactly. And I'm kind of, that's why I love your stand-up.
Yeah,
that's
thanks,
why I love
bro.
your energy because you're
Thank
so punchy. You're just bop with Manny
It
Maldonado.
took a lot of years to get to that really punchy stuff, but
Bro.
that's who I am. That's
This
my
guy, you're gonna get like 5 laughs per minute. Not even, probably more, like 7 laughs per minute. Your LPMs are crazy, man.
Thank you so much, man.
LPMs are laughs per minute.
Do you like to get it? So you're just so addicted to that just instant pop when you do your set now? Is that what you're trying to focus on?
You know what, Manny? I've been slowing down a lot more,
Okay.
but I still love to be punchy. So I like to I like to have a rhythm. I like to take
Right.
them on a little tour, on a little ride.
Right.
So yeah, I love to be punchy, pop. But now, with these last 3 years of doing stand up consistently, I've been trying to do about 4 or 5 rooms a week, weekly. I'm cool with the silence. I think a lot of comics are really, they're not cool with the silence. When people are not laughing, they think they're not interested, or they're just,
Yeah.
So now I'm actually comfortable with that silence. I sit in that pocket. I explain my story, and hopefully, like I said, hopefully it has a big payout.
So now, as you see what's going on with social media and stand up, because I feel like you have a good grasp of the social media aspect. How many times are you these sketches that you're doing? Like, where did that come about? What made you say, you know what, I'm gonna start doing some sketches and just throw it out there and see what happens? What year did that happen? Actually,
That was 2014 when I started seeing the movement, and at the same time, my podcast was dying out. Actually, the platform was dying out, but I was also still. But I also wasn't as interested and hyped about it, And I did it the right way. I concluded it the right way. I let them know that I only have 10 episodes left. I did all 10, and I concluded it. And the next week, I started doing clips. And the people that got my feet wet are my friends, the Mexican Ways, and they're still doing their thing.
oh yeah, shout out to Mexican Ways. I remember meeting them at one of your shows.
Yeah.
Really cool guys. Really. So those were the guys that kind of just brought you in and showed you their world or whatever.
Yeah, and one of my buddies got me an editing software around that time, and as soon as I started to learn how to edit, that's when shit changed. Everything changed, because before that, I was waiting on everybody to make my videos.
Okay, so with these videos that you're doing, how long are they again? Sometimes they go like less than a minute, right?
Oh man, it could be anywhere from 12 seconds all the way up to a minute.
To a minute, and you try to focus on that time frame all the time.
It's whatever it calls for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sometimes it could just be me walking into a room and my mom's making ceviche.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, don't make it that spicy. She'll be like, don't be a pussy.
Right.
And that's it. And I'm just.
You know what's funny? Speaking of your mom, we'll get to your mom in a second. I remember meeting your mom. One time you had me do a show years ago, but she was just there, just to support you as a good mom. She's supposed to do. She was just there to support you and everything. when did you conjure up the idea? It's like, okay, Mama, I want to start writing you into these sketches and have you as a focal point because she is so popular. By the way, for those of you guys who don't know, it's what's your mom's Instagram again? Is it G?
At GY Tarikas.
Tarikas, aka Gladys in the house.
Gladys.
Very nice lady, and she's the sweetest lady off stage, but she's a hardcore and so funny on the videos.
Yeah.
So what did you guys just say? Did you pitch it to your mom?
Well, to begin with, she's always been a supportive mom, dude. She's always let me express myself artistically. She let me like get hoop earrings when I was a kid, nose ring, bleach my hair, red, blue.
She just wanted you to get laughed at.
Yeah. Well, whatever it was, she let me be.
She's like, yo, go ahead.
I'm glad she let me get that out of my system, by the way,
Right.
because the kids that had strict parents ended up smoking crack. But she supports me though.
There she is right there. Yeah, that's my boy.
Man, if I was picking strawberries, she'd support me doing that, you know. So it just so happened to be sketch comedy. And I asked her, hey, I let her know, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna conclude my podcast the following week. I'm gonna start doing skits and I'm gonna go hard and you're gonna be a part of it. And I already have a skit written out for the first skit that I want us to do. We're gonna shoot next week. Are you down? She's like, just let me know what I have to do. I'm like, heck yeah.
But she's so naturally funny that it just sometimes like she's such a scene stealer. You know what I mean?
Well,
which is cool.
That's the thing. Like I don't, as far as the videos that I write, because I write all her jokes, by the way.
That's good.
As far as all the videos, I don't mind her getting the funny. I'm all about the video being funny in its entity, in its entirety. You know? And most of the punchlines, hell yeah.
But I love the fact that you make fun of yourself so much on those videos and you become the butt of the joke all the time. And it's cool. You just, and that's what comedy's all about sometimes. You kind of just have to like, okay, cool. I'm going to clown my ass first. And I think that makes it comfortable too, especially when you're doing your shows. If you're not taking yourself too much seriously and clowning yourself, people can come into your world and it's on. So when you're doing these sketches, break down your like formula. I'm not trying to tell you to give you the formula to the viewers,
I'll give them the formula.
How many videos are you trying to do a week?
Nothing less than 3.
Okay, so 3 sketches. Sketch videos. Okay.
Nothing less than 3.
And you have a team, right? You have a team of friends and
I do, but essentially it's just me and my mom and like my assistant sometimes. You know what I mean? It's nothing too crazy. And I do all my own editing. Because a lot of the times there's trends. You already know how fast everything moves.
Of course,
everything. You know what I mean? It could be like somebody, does something crazy at a mall and it becomes trendy and it goes viral.
And then we're even when it comes to the collecting aspect, the labufu, whatever the.
Oh my God, that's so annoying.
We Edwin and I, we remember when those things were just barely coming out. We go to Frankenstein's. I'm like, look at this goofy shit. Next, then that shit just took over. Now it's just one aisle at Frankenstein's of all the labufu. You know what I mean? Different colors, different chains.
Wait, that's a store where you guys go buy your stuff?
That's that City of Industry. That's where we go, when we need to stock up on some stuff. But they went from one little booth to now a whole aisle. Because, it's that K-pop culture. You know what I mean? They start, and they're on it. And right now, it is the thing. You know how like you go in phases like Tickle Me Elmo or whatever? That shit right now is on.
Do you think it's gonna last?
No. That will have just like when Beanie Babies came out. And Fur and what was the other one? Solid Furbies.
Furbies.
Yeah, Furbies.
Yeah.
All that stuff has this. They don't last forever.
Okay, because Funko's still the
Funko's still cool because what Funko does. They do the collabs. They have the Star Wars. They have the Marvel. They have Game of Thrones. They're all over the place.
Yeah.
This one just has a little niche.
Exactly.
But that's it. So it's funny that you say when it comes to the sketches. Now, I noticed that your friend, and we're gonna get him on here one of these days. So we want him to bring his toys. Concrete.
He has some cool toys. He's a big Ninja Turtle.
He's a Ninja Turtle fan. Now, when did you meet him, and when did you guys? Because you guys have probably some of the most historic, funny stuff as far as sketches. Like, I'm not trying to be biased, but it's just very funny. I think the one that always stands out to me is the bookies one.
Los bookies.
Okay, Los Bookies. Now, who thought of that sketch? Now that you're on it.
Him, man.
Okay, he thought that was his
Rebels,
baby.
He thought about the bookies.
So Rebels and Bookies is
he's thought about most of them. I'll be honest with you.
Okay.
But yeah, the bookies. I met him at a Frankie J video shoot to begin with.
okay.
and he was a videographer.
And a lot of people don't know that. They know it now, a little bit more of a story that he was behind the scenes, right?
He used to just film me before he started doing sketch comedy. He filmed some of my biggest viral videos, actually. And after that, COVID hit, and yeah, bro, that bug bit him, and it bit him hard because he started doing videos and he never stopped, and he was that guy. As soon as I saw one video, I was like, oh, I didn't even, bro, I was his friend for 2 years before that. I didn't even know he had that in him. I'm like, that's you, bro?
So he was filming your stuff, and then you're like, hey, that's you, dog?
The thing that made him more, I guess, advanced is because he knows what he wants to see in front of the lens. He's a cinematographer before an actor or comedian. Or maybe, who knows, maybe he was already a comedian before that.
Right.
And he was just holding back. But I think as far as, the comedy, the reason he was holding back is because he was too busy trying to be hard because he wanted to be a rapper for a while.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he cared about what his friends thought. I don't know what the story is, but he was just holding back. And, I think the COVID is the best thing that happened to a lot of us.
And then you guys just met. How did you guys meet?
At that Frankie J video show.
Oh, okay. You guys just kind of
after that,
started chopping it up.
Yeah, and he's like, hey, bro, I want to shoot with you, man. I'm like, dope, let's do it. I want to shoot with you. He's like, yeah. I'm like, I don't want to, you don't have to pay me. We just collab. And I'm like, for sure, dude.
Even better.
But I always slid him something because, the guy's a hard worker.
Yeah.
He drove from the valley. He has kids.
Yeah.
So I always, slid him something. But no, man, it was always a collaborative effort. And the pandemic, he's like, hey, man, I've been wanting to do a Rebel skit. No, the 2019. And I was like, I kind of curbed it. I curved it. And 2020 came around. Hey, bro, are you still down to do the Rebels thing? A year later, I was like, fuck it, let's do it. And he came over and we did it on the first take. And that shit went stupid viral.
So Solomon, did we lose you on Rebels? Do you know what Rebels are?
No.
Okay.
Rebels is a culture from the years 1995 to 98. Mainly based in LA, Chicago, Vegas. Super.
We didn't have it we had party crews in northern. I'm from Modesto, California. We had party crews, but when I think Rebels, is it dudes just kind of just with Harley outfits with no Harleys? Is that kind of that's what I think when I think is it in that spectrum?
Well, I was thinking about that the other day, Manny. I was like, why did they choose that? Why?
Like the chain? Is it the chain and all that stuff too? Okay.
Yeah. Why did they choose that fit? Why the boots? Why?
Yeah.
But I guess that's their idea of being a
because when I see your outfits, when you guys do the skit, the Rebel skit, I'm like, wait a minute. I remember going to house parties and seeing the party crews. We had this party crew called the Lords, and nobody liked them, but whatever. Because they would show up with the Harleys, but they drove with Toyota Tercels. They had Tercels, but they had and then they had the songs like Funk Phenomena, Deep Inside, and then that was the thing. Right. So is that is that world then, right?
1,000%.
Okay, cool.
1,000%, yeah. And it's literally less than a half a decade of an era that was pretty big in our culture.
So you guys have had a lot of those party crews out here, big time.
But yeah, and it's like now looking back and we revived it. We revived that culture again because now they're doing parties all over it. This Friday, I'm going to go host a house party.
That's cool.
And, cool that I'm making a bag off of that, of some shit that happened 20 years ago. But, yeah, bro, it was a culture and we revived it. 100,000 people RSVP'd at the ditch party that we did 3 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah. So when you guys were at the Pershing Square, that was really cool. So basically, you guys had a segmented time for that concert, and just
no, it kind of revolved around the characters.
It's even better,
low key, bro.
So you guys were out there in your outfits and everything, and
bro, we came out and we were fucking rock stars. We came out and it was great. Everybody went crazy. We went up there with fucking helium tanks, pretending they were NOS tanks. It was amazing, bro.
That's what I like about you guys. You guys are bringing the fun back in just comedy in general. Sometimes that's what's cool about comedy. It's an acquired taste. Everybody, if you want deadpan, boom, we got you on that. If you want physical comedy, we got you on that. But I like how the fact that you guys are kind of just saying, fuck it, this is who we are, whatever. And you guys were touring for a while, right? Mm-hmm. And then he does his thing, and sometimes you guys collab and just do your things, right? Is that
Yeah.
pretty much what's going on?
Now more than ever, we're collabing a lot more again, man. And
It's great.
we're bringing back the Rebel stuff again. We did our first show at the Bellflower Stand-Up
Yeah, I saw that. Solomon just put that up. Now, was that stand up, and then you guys do just music? Like, what was that about?
So we got two comics that were familiar with the culture.
Yeah.
Monique
and
Flores.
Narciso. Yeah,
And
shout out to them.
Narciso couldn't make it.
Okay.
Don Hefty.
Okay, shout out to Monique Flores and Don Hefty, hardworking
Yeah.
comedians.
Yeah, they made it out, and bro, they got it. You know, they hit the nail right on the head. They knew exactly about the culture. They did, their 15,
Uh-huh.
and I did 20 up front. I did about 9 minutes of just riffing on Rebel stuff.
Okay.
And then 11 minutes of comedy.
So the riffing with like Rebel says, so we're talking about like the chains and just the music, right? And just whatever.
I was riffing about like, I was talking about, don't you guys miss the 90s where you didn't have to use a condom? And stuff like that. I was talking about like, remember when it was cool to have a hickey?
No, dude. And you guys, for our viewers out there, getting a hickey back day was like a rite of passage. Like,
Oh my
that means like
God.
it was on, like something
Bro.
like that was cool.
That was equivalent to smell my finger, man. For sure.
Look at Solomon laughing back there. Remember that was a big deal, Solomon?
Oh yeah.
Getting a hickey was a big
It
deal.
was a big deal, man. We talked about ditch parties.
Yeah.
We talked about why were we able to drive from, Orange County to Los Angeles at 15 years old. Where the fuck were our parents?
No, yeah. Well, when we had parties, where I grew up, because we live, there's a lot of agriculture, so it'd be a country, like out in the country, in the boonies. You'd have your kegs, and then you'd get that secret flyer. Remember that flyer?
God,
And then so and so. There was no internet, obviously, so you would just everything was like flyer. Ever get your flyer on? It was get your flyer on, and then sometimes you show up at a warehouse. Remember those days?
It would have crazy shit like show up to this location. This is where the flyers will be in this mailbox, and then get that secret flyer, and it'll give you directions. It was
But you know what? I mean, you guys, viewers, these things were packed, and there was no internet.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Things were a lot simpler, but it was kind of organized in a weird, diabolical way. Those functions,
yeah,
they
and
were
sketchy.
and sketchy, yeah. Because you had people doing X, alcohol. You had a little bit of everything. A little bit of everything.
It was bad, dude. It was bad.
Good times.
I'm glad we made it out, man.
I'm glad a lot of people made it out. So when you look back, that's kind of cool that you're bringing back to the forefront as with comedy, with the ditch parties and all that other stuff. What now? But you're doing your own shows too, and you're bringing your mom on. Like, tell me what's that all about? Like, you're bringing your mom on stage, or what's
Well,
that
it's
about?
beautiful, man. It's
Uh-huh.
beautiful. It's I mean, so when I bring her out on stage, it's more of a question and answer. She's not doing time up there.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So that's people always ask that question. She's doing stand up?
Like, she's just grabbing the mic, and start telling
No,
jokes.
no,
now.
no. So we have two mics up there, and I ask the questions that everybody wants to ask her. Where did you grow up? Where were you born? Are you dating at the moment? What's your preference in men? You know what I mean? Like, what do you do in your spare time? And little random things. I ask the audience. Oh no, then we have like some stuff planned out. She'll be like, hey, by the way, how much do you guys think my son weighed? Everybody thought he was gonna be big. Everybody thought he was gonna be tall.
Okay.
And everybody's guessing. And I weighed 11 pounds. And then the whole crowd goes, oh my God.
Like, what happened?
Yeah, and then I do rebuttals like, yeah, fool, I was supposed to be 6'4".
Mhm.
That was a quickie. But just question and answer. And then after that, I let the crowd join in and ask questions.
Oh, okay. So that's
Yeah.
cool. And then for how much time is that on the show?
That's about a 12-minute, 15-minute segment.
12, 15-minute
12
segment.
minutes.
Okay.
You know how that is in comedy when it's going good. It
Of
flies.
course. Yeah, it flies. So now, comedy aside, tell our viewers, like, what are your hobbies? Like, a lot of people want to know about, like, what are your hobbies? What do you like to do in your spare time?
I love riding freestyle bikes.
Freestyle bikes.
I like riding bikes, mountain bikes, freestyle bikes.
Okay,
I
like-
got a new PK Ripper actually.
Nice. Are those the bikes that have like they're not electrical, right? They're just normal.
No, they're
You get to
they're-
pedal still.
they're pretty much like GTs but bigger.
Okay, GT. Okay, all right,
Yeah.
all right.
I like bikes. I like mountain biking. I like working out, but I like mountain biking a lot. I own 6 bikes.
Nice.
A beach cruiser, 2 mountain bikes, 2 freestyle bikes, and some other bike.
Do you try to upgrade? So you collect bikes. That's good.
love
Okay.
bikes.
So did you try to get a bike a year? Like, what's
You know what? I was chilling for a while, but I just got one literally like 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
But yeah, I think I am gonna start doing like at least one a year. You need space, man.
So, is there a specific a bike shop where you go where they have the stuff that you like?
Yeah, shout out to Fullerton Bicycles, FB Bicycles in Fullerton. Super cool, man.
Fullerton Bicycles. So now you guys know if you guys are into the bikes, that's what you get. Now, growing up, first of all, how many? I met your brother one time, one of your brothers. But how many are in your family?
There's one older sister and two older brothers.
Okay, are you in the middle?
I'm the youngest.
Or you're the baby?
The youngest.
Okay.
And I think that's why I'm like a little bit more tight knit. I'm a little closer to this old school culture. I mean, I am an '82 baby, but
Mm-hmm.
you know, my oldest brother was born in '72. You
Okay.
know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like I was introduced to Scarface when I shouldn't have been watching it. You know, like
Okay.
I shouldn't have been listening to Delirious and you know about ass and balls.
So you have since you have an older brother, you kind of got broken in a little bit.
Yeah,
It's
but
all
I mean,
good.
it was also cool though. I remember I was also. I think the kids that had cooler older brothers had that little advantage. You know what I mean? Because I would be on you know in second grade, I would be pop locking and singing Poison and shit and Heavy D songs and
Nice, nice. So when you guys were kids, did any of your brothers and sisters collect anything? Do you remember collecting wise? Not just collecting, just a bunch of one or more things.
you know what? No, man. My oldest brother was probably trapping. I think he was trapping, man. Collected bitches.
Bitches,
Uh,
no.
No, my oldest brother was more into like he was a little hustler. They
Uh-huh.
were both hustlers, man. Yeah, they were into you know the cars and kickers
Okay.
and you know sound systems.
Of course. You know, I know about that world, especially growing up in Northern Cali. We were about, you know, I had a 66 Impala,
There you
believe it or
go.
not. People.
How old were you? 16?
I was 16. Yeah, that was my first
Wow,
car.
That's nuts.
Yeah, it was. You know, I describe that car 3-bedroom, 2-bath because it's big. You know, it's a big ass car. I had no business driving that shit, but that's what I liked.
Yeah.
And you know, it was about getting the speakers. To me, you would get the 12-inch kickers, the Alpine deck or Zapco. Zapco was a big deal. You know, so you could, you know, get the frequency
Yeah,
of the.
were you the youngest or
No, I just have a sister. I'm the oldest.
Oh, okay.
I'm the oldest, but I have a lot of friends. That's what we were into. I mean, obviously I collected toys too, but when I grew out of toys, when I got the car, it was all about, you know, Le Trim. We like the cars that go boom,
Mm.
all that world. That was all my shit. So yeah, so collecting good stereo equipment was a big deal.
How does collecting make you feel? How do these items make you feel? Because at the end of the day, it's just material, but it's
Well-
all how it makes you feel, right?
Well, yeah, well, me and especially with Edwin and I have been collecting Star Wars toys since we were kids.
Nerds.
And yes, yes,
cool,
nerds
man.
acquired, yes, undercover nerds, but that was our thing, and we haven't stopped. Obviously, you've seen my place, and
Yeah.
we just that's what we do. We go to toy shows. Shout out to LA Comic Con at the end of the month. That's at the convention center. We go to that. But that's what we're doing. But we're really excited about Star Wars Celebration 50 in 2027. It's going to be here in LA. That's going to be 50 years of celebrating Star Wars.
How are you gonna go dressed?
Dude, first of all, I don't know if I'm going to go. I don't get dressed, but I just wear a nice Star Wars shirt, whatever. But that's going to be a big deal, man, because it's a celebration of 50 years of Star Wars only. And it's going to be the who's, whoever's left, whoever's alive. It's going to be there.
Right.
Yeah, you're going to have, you know, all the movies collab. They're all going to be there. So it's a community, bro. You know what I mean? It's a community, and collecting is what we do. And when it comes to the toys, do I really need more toys? No, but I like to grab one that if I need it, I'll get it. But now,
You
not
contradicted yourself, by the way.
yeah, I know. I do it all the time. I do that all the time with toys. I contradict my shit all the time. But just like with you, is there like records? Like you were collecting records for a while, so you know how it is. And you were telling me, I think we were on the phone one day. You were telling me you have some nice vintage records still, don't you?
Yeah, I have this ET record right here. I actually have a lot more in my studio. I have a bunch of Prince and Rick James and
Just fold that, yeah.
records. This is an ET record that I got from a yard sale, dude. The reason I like this the most though is the reason I like this one the most though is because it has a poster in here that I still have to get framed that I have to be really careful with.
I've never seen that, by the way. That's really cool.
This poster is in mint condition
Oh my goodness.
from 19
Oh my goodness.
Oh wow, look at that.
You need to get that framed.
ASAP. I will. I'm gonna order it. I'm gonna get the dimensions and order it. And
Solomon, if you get a chance, can you look up the ET record on eBay to see how much that's worth, please?
so I think these kids from nowadays, these Gen Z kids, are missing out on all this. Not
Is that a little storybook?
Yeah, look again.
Wow.
They're missing out on all this. Remember how cool?
What the
was
hell
it?
did Michael Jackson have to do with ET?
Wow! Join the official ET fan club.
Dude, that's got to be worth some money.
Awesome.
That's really
And
cool.
I found this in a yard sale, and they gave it to me for $5, and I couldn't believe it. I felt like I stole something. And
I've never seen that before. I remember the record, but I've never seen it.
Yeah, and Manny, like when we used to buy albums, even in the early 2000s, the cool part was opening up the CD, or even cassette.
Oh yeah, the CD. Yeah, it has a little booklet.
The sleeve, and then
Look, it's going for it's offering up at $28, or someone's for $50. So that's good.
there you go. And it shows scenes of the movie and stuff like that.
Very impressive.
Super cool, man. And like I said, when I saw this, I felt like I stole something, which I did. $5. But this right here is priceless. And yeah, going back to it just being a possession. And
What do you think is your record that like if you were to sell it, like you'd make some nice money?
I'm not sure. I got a 1982 Thriller album too.
Oh, that's worth
vinyl.
money. That's worth money.
I got the Target one just because
That's okay. That's okay.
But I got that one. I got the Off the Wall. And I got all the prints.
So obviously, as I'm looking at your ensemble that you're wearing today, you're a big Michael Jackson fan.
Big Michael Jackson fan.
That's a really cool jacket, by the way. Where'd you get that? That's really cool.
This is Amazon.
That's
Amazon.
really cool.
Actually, it's getting kind of warm in here, so let me take it off real quick. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, let's go. Let's get this reveal going. You got the shirt too.
Okay, it's getting kind of warm.
Annie, are you walking? Are you walking?
No,
Annie,
this is
Annie, are you walking?
This is actually dangerous.
Oh, that's dangerous. I'm sorry.
This is dangerous. This is more. I guess I want to say my era. I mean, of course, 80s is all my era, but this is when I really started being able to understand and get it because this came out in 1990. I was 8 or 92. I was 10. So
This nice frame that you brought for us today. Explain how you got this and what this is all about right here.
So this was a gift from one of my friends, my assistant Renee. She's amazing. Michael Jackson got rejected from Rolling Stones magazine. Fucking-
Magazine.
Sorry, I'm filling in for Edwin, so I want to sound Asian.
Thank you, sir. Freaking took all over us.
He was rejected from Rolling Stones in 1979 for his debut album Off the Wall, right? And in 1982, he released Thriller. 1982 is my date of birth. Super proud of that. And
Thriller all
Rolling
day.
Stones gave him another shot. So this was released 1983. And this is a bag that they only made a limited run of. And it's an original bag.
That's
It's a
nice.
handbag. So
I like how you have it framed
I
too.
have to have it framed, dude. I have to.
And how did you look at that? Look, it's going for 84 off the cuff,
Oh, it is?
right off the cuff. Like
Oh, I didn't even know that.
it's all right. Don't even sell that bag. I mean, that's all you. What? How did you come in possession of this bag?
This was a gift from my friend Renee. And actually, this was too. I think she likes me.
Obviously so. If she's buying you Michael Jackson gear.
Yeah. And bro,
That's really cool.
And 82 is my birth year. I got this for my 43rd birthday. And it's really cool. There's very limited pieces left, by the way.
That's
Yeah.
cool. Now, what is your favorite Michael? Not other than Thriller. What other album did you like of his?
Off the Wall.
Off the
and
Wall?
Bad.
Yeah, I like Bad too.
Bad
is
it has
slept
to
on.
be,
I remember the video.
Thriller,
I remember the
Bad.
video with Wesley Snipes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I remember that, Solomon. Remember?
Yeah.
You think you're bad? Yeah.
You ain't nothing.
Yeah, you ain't nothing. And then all of a sudden they're in is it the subway?
Yeah.
And the dudes just start jumping out. It's a great video. That's what and somebody, my friend and I were having a conversation about this back in the days. For all my Gen Z people, look it up. Videos were essential to promote the album or the song.
1,000%.
And what was always cool about Michael Jackson videos is that it was like a little mini movie.
Yep.
Bro.
Remember that, right?
Yeah.
Right, Solomon? It was like a mini movie. Because even like when the Thriller was like a damn movie, I was like, this is a good movie. It's just a video.
Bro, I know.
They were ahead of his time. He was ahead of his
Michael
time.
Jackson and Eddie Murphy are just
Pioneers.
pinnacle to me because I'm a DJ and I'm a comedian.
Mhm.
And I strongly believe I got all my swag and anything in me. Like if any Mexican or Latino is racist towards blacks, Solomon, they're full of shit, bro. Because I got all my heart and soul from the black culture, man.
Yeah.
I didn't learn this from fucking watching like porno videos and shit. Like
You were
I
watching
learned
from
this
watching.
fucking-
There's another old school guy named Johnny
I learned
Canales.
this from watching
Johnny
Beat
Canales
Street.
back in the day. He's like, take it away. He's the one that used to do like a show in Texas, but you would see a lot of art. He brought up Selena a lot all the time. So you didn't get none of that from any of those shows.
No.
It's obviously black culture.
This is black culture.
It's very.
I got this.
They've influenced Latinos for years.
Bro, they've been so all of what you see today, as far as I go, is not me. I mean, it's me.
It's you.
But it's a little bit of everybody.
A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. Because you got to think, Manny, not everybody is completely original.
Oh yeah, 100%.
We've seen it from somewhere.
yeah.
We've got
Of course.
influence from somewhere.
Of course.
You were influenced by the Richard Pryors and
Yeah, Richard Pryor. For me, it was when I first started watching stand up. It was remember the first videotape we got. We bought a VCR, and my parents popped in, and it was Richard Pryor. No, I was actually no. Hold on, let me take that back. The first video we watched actually was Up in Smoke,
ooh.
and that was and then the second VHS tape was Live on the Sunset Strip. So I was influenced by kind of you'd watch Cheech and Chong, you watch Richard Pryor, you'd watch Comic Relief back in the days on HBO. It had Paul Rodriguez, Whoopi Goldberg, Billy Crystal. It's like there was a lot of the 80s comedies boom is still the best boom of comedy ever.
It's still relevant to
Yeah,
this
it's still
day.
relevant. Eddie Murphy, all them dudes. It's like Damon Wayans.
So all these items, they make me happy. They keep my, I always say, don't ever lose the inner kid in you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So that's kind of if you're out and about somewhere, if you see something Michael Jackson related, you like to grab it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you
If
like-
it's fairly priced and I really like it. Yeah, I have to really like it though.
Did you ever have the glove as a kid?
No, but my mom made me a custom made one. For my,
Hey, Miko,
like,
don't worry.
26th
We're gonna cook on it later.
Yeah. She was sitting there putting each rhinestone. And,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah,
as
it was
what
like a
moms
hospital
do.
glove, and it was covered with rhinestones. And I wore it for like one of my birthdays when I DJ.
Now, I noticed that you brought this. I wanted to share this with my
Yes.
with our viewers today. I remember this as a kid. This is a Pee Wee Herman doll.
Yes.
How the hell did you get in possession of this? This is really cool.
Okay, there's an
There you go.
antique store by my house in downtown Fullerton, which I love. I was born and raised in LA, but I love living.
I'm just because I know how you are with sketches. I'm surprised that hasn't made it to a sketch yet. Just as Pee Wee Herman on your lap.
Oh man, dude, it will. Don't worry about it. It's coming.
It's really cool.
Me and my son had just finished eating pizza in downtown Fullerton, and I was like, "You want to go to the antique store?"
Mhm.
He's like, "What's that?" He didn't even know what the word antique meant. I'm like, "It's old stuff.
Old
like,
stuff.
It's the toys that I used to play with."
Yeah,
And how we
horse,
used to watch
whatever.
movies
Yeah,
back then this is Gen Alpha. He's 9, going on 10. Oh, he's gonna be 10 in about.
it's a
7
Gen
days.
Alpha. I didn't even know there was a word.
Gen
for that.
Alpha. Yeah, he's Gen Alpha. And then we went,
Put it in the middle. I want everybody to see. Yes.
and then we were.
That's so cool.
We checked out the whole store. He was intrigued by a lot of things. There was some Xbox stuff in there from the old days as well. Old days. I'm talking about
Yeah.
like 2008. And I was walking out, and this was on the counter, just chilling. And I was like, "Is that?" He's like, "I'm like, is that for sale?" I asked the lady, "Is that for sale?" She's like, "Oh, it's on hold for somebody, but they haven't picked it up in the last 48 hours."
Solomon, do you remember the Pee Wee Herman doll?
Not the doll, but I remember the show.
Yeah, and I was like, and by the way, Paul Rubens had just died 2 days before
Oh,
I saw him. Yes, I saw this. And I was like, can I buy it? How much is it? She's like, it's at 65. I'm like, I'll give you 70 and I'll take it right now. She's like, take it. I gave her set. My son was looking at me like, why is my dad spending $70 on this old ass creepy doll? And then I walked out, I'm like, buddy.
does it work if you pull the string?
No, it's actually,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, he
Maybe
used to be able to
slow?
talk. He used to be able to talk, but
Yeah.
but it's still cool. It's still really cool to have.
Yeah.
Can you look up what the Pee Wee Herman doll costs on eBay? Because I remember seeing that as in a box. We see it once in a while at toy shows and stuff like that. It's such a really cool.
And I came across a girl on Instagram that actually works on clothes for dolls.
Uh-huh.
But I think she's like an arm and a leg, dude. So I haven't hit her up. But
Oh, she wants to put them in some
yeah,
different gear.
like she'll like completely.
See, look, there it
clean
is.
again.
I mean, even out of the box, it's worth $50, but some of them in the box, 145. But this is in really good condition. I mean, even if the sound is distorted, it's
yeah,
still cool.
And by the way, I always wanted this as a kid, but it was just too expensive back then. And so I came across it. It was a no brainer. But like I said, my son was tripping out. Like, Why is my dad spending all this money on an old doll that looks like it could haunt me?
So, but when you, but when you were a kid, did you collect any action figures whatsoever or any toys?
He-Man?
Oh, He-Man was your jam.
He-Man.
Okay, He-Man.
For sure.
All right.
Thundercats.
Thundercats too.
Caught a little bit
Lion-O.
of the wind of
Yeah.
the Power Rangers. And then like 2 years later, I lost my virginity. So that was a wrap.
Now, all those toys, did you just donate those, or did they just withered away?
You know what?
They got to be
I was
around there
always-
somewhere.
You look like a kid that took care of his shit.
Oh yeah, my stuff was always taken care of.
There you go. So
Yeah.
I was a desmadroso, bro.
Yeah,
I didn't get this zen or calmness till I was like 33,
till later.
till I had like my kid.
Yeah,
Now I have his first bike and I'm never going to get rid of it. It's a tricycle.
oh, that's cool.
It's a Radio Flyer tricycle and I'm never getting rid of it. And yeah, now I take care of my shit and I keep shit longevity now for sure.
But so your mom would get you the action figures back in the days,
Oh yeah, and I lose them.
and you lose
break
them,
them, lose
break
them.
them. But
I was that kid that if there was if this couch had plastic on it, I'd be like this trying to make a hole.
you're that dude.
Yeah,
Oh
I was
my
that kid.
goodness.
ADHD all day.
You'd be in the waiting room like, what's up? Like just
Yeah.
fidgeting around and shit.
Yeah, I was diagnosed with ADHD. It was.
Now, okay, grab this DeLorean real quick for us too and show our guests what this is really cool right here. How did you come across this awesome vehicle here?
Here, my brother is an Indian giver,
Uh-huh.
but he didn't get it back. He gave me this for my birthday one day because he didn't want to spend money, which is perfect
Mhm.
because I always liked this. And
That's really cool, a DeLorean.
yeah, it used to light up, but it's pretty detailed, man. By the way, me and Concrete did a Back to the Future skit too at the actual Back to the Future house and rented a DeLorean.
I think I saw
The
that.
Back to the Future house, by the way, if you guys don't know, it's in Pacoima, California. You could Google it. The owners of the house are really nice, and they let you take pictures and stuff.
That's really cool. Now, was this one a remote control, Jay, or is it just a normal car?
It's just a normal car.
Okay, really cool. I like the detail on it.
Yeah, I tried to put batteries in it already, and it still didn't turn on.
Okay.
But really cool detail. Gets a lot of compliments still.
How long? When did this come in your possession?
I've had this for about a decade now.
Okay.
Yeah, and this is one of the comfort movies for sure. Is it one of your comfort movies?
It is like no. It's like one of those movies. Like if you
What's
like,
your comfort movie?
it's weird. Like if it's you mean like kind of movie like if it's on, you're just like okay, I'll just watch it.
No, where it's just like let's just say you're traveling for 3 weeks, you're homesick, you finally get a chance to relax, you smoke a little bit of weed.
This movie's up there. For some reason, I like watching Rounders a lot over and
Okay,
over.
That's your comfort movie.
I was like, okay, it's on again. Let's just watch
That's
it.
your
Yes.
comfort movie.
And then there were some good movies in the 90s, like the one where Matt Damon's a lawyer too, called The Rainmaker. Like just little movies like that.
It's whatever your
Comfort,
jam is,
yeah.
dude. Whatever
But this
your
is
jam
definitely a comfort movie
I like
too.
Point Break a lot.
Point Break is great.
Point Break is great.
Going down, Bodie. Love that.
Yeah.
Love that. Love that movie.
Yeah.
Lose something, bruh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it. The movie is always good.
And
This is a really cool vehicle.
And of course
It's in very good condition too.
great condition, and this movie goes up fucking 50 points because Michael Jackson's in it. Remember in the 80s bar?
Wow. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right. Really cool stuff.
That polygraph.
Okay, yeah. Now, I wanted to bring this out right here. Explain to our viewers what this is about because I've never seen this.
So this is a polygraph record player. Which
Go ahead and just
actually
flip it like that.
Does
Flip
play
it, yeah.
records.
Why are you saying polygraph?
I mean,
A phonograph, yeah. I was like a polygraph.
phonograph. Sorry. Sorry.
We're out here trying to get the truth from
Yeah.
people.
Phonograph.
Fisher Price phonograph. I've never seen this, you guys.
Yeah. So this is obviously for kids.
Mm-hmm. You've had this? When did you get this? When you were a kid?
No, but I always seen it and I always wanted it. And a friend that I was talking to got it for me.
Does it play 45s?
I believe so.
Wow.
Please look that up. Solomon Fisher Price phonograph.
Polygraph.
He said polygraph. This is really cool, man. I've never seen anything like that.
Oh, look, it does actually have a needle and it works. Yeah, this is in really good condition.
Where did you get this at?
Ooh, once
Okay.
again, it was a gift, but they got it from an antique store, a thrift store, I believe, but like a high end Hollywood one.
So there it is, $249.
Yeah,
Okay. Wow.
yeah, they're up there. Yeah, you see, they're up there, dude.
So they play 45s, man.
Yeah, a
Wow.
toy that plays actual records and has a speaker right here, has a volume.
Well, shit, man. Look at
The
right
pitch
there.
control.
Look at right there on the screen. It says that diamond needle is just $60.
Oh yeah, exactly. Has a pitch control and everything, dude.
And you never tried to play it or anything like that?
No,
No,
I've
it's just
always
there for
kept it in the box, dude.
kept it in a box.
Yeah.
Manny, you may need to explain to our younger viewers what a 45 is.
Well, for our younger viewers out there, back in the days, just like Jay was saying, they use records and a 45.
It wasn't a gun.
Okay, so yeah, what are the sizes? You're right. That is a good question for our viewers.
45 and 12-inch.
So it was 12-inch.
Yeah.
12-inch, and a 45 was even smaller.
Yeah.
Even smaller.
Now, did you play 45s too, Jay, back in the days?
There's those special records that I had 45s for.
Yeah.
They're usually like, the 80s, 70s records.
Like because I remember single tracks. Remember Solomon when the single tracks, like their hit single came out,
Yeah.
it would be on the 45.
Yeah, you would need to put a little metal piece on the actual
Yes,
vinyl.
right.
It's that because the gaps of the vinyl were bigger in the middle.
Right. Yeah.
Oh my goodness! So, as a kid, were you into music too? I mean, what kind of inspired you? I know what got you into comedy. What made you want to just start DJing?
My oldest brother, Eddie, who was born in 1972, he started doing good as a contractor when he was 25. And he was just buying shit. He bought like a computer when they were barely coming in, when AOL came in
Okay.
back in 97. And he bought some turntables because he was a DJ back in the 80s, in the late 80s. And he's like, I want to buy a pair of turntables and a mixer and some speakers. I'm like, hell yeah. And he bought them, and I was like, I was super fucking happy because before that, it was my buddies that had turntables, and I felt like a burden every time I used them or asked to use them. So when I found out my brother was getting them, I was already living in Orange County, but I couldn't spend the night at his house every weekend just to DJ. And after a couple of months, he didn't care for them. He's like, you want to buy them? I'm like, yes. Fuck yeah. And my mom forked up $800, and I paid her back in payments. And
Okay.
it's history from
Okay.
there. My brother, dude.
Do you remember the first time that you DJ'd at a party, an event? Were you
sucked.
nervous? Okay.
I was really nervous.
What's the equivalent of doing that in a comedy set? Was it kind of like the
it's
same thing?
Super bombing.
Super. How do you bomb as a DJ, bro?
How do you bomb as a DJ? Easy. You pick the songs that people don't like.
No
Yep.
shit.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how you bomb.
Well, tell us about that. Like, what happened? Like,
I was playing for me, not for them.
you were okay.
So I was
Was
playing,
was that a quinceañera, a wedding? What was it?
It was like even worse. It was like a high school party. So
high school
the next
party?
day,
Okay.
I'm sure people were like, "He sucks as a DJ." You know what I mean? But yeah, I was playing for me. I was playing like old Ice Cube, which is fine. It's great. It's dope. But I was 15. They don't want to hear "Today Was a Good Day." They wanted to hear freaking Diddy at the time when he was straight.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
That and then were you discouraged when that happened? You're just
No, I was a kid. I've always had high levels of not giving a fuck, man.
okay. Good.
Even as a kid.
Yeah.
Even as a kid. I didn't the other day, no, actually a couple of years ago, but the other day I heard it too. They were talking about competition, my friend. Like, yeah, but the competition is crazy. I was like, oh shit, I haven't heard that word in a lot. That's not even in my
It's not your
in my arsenal.
in
Like
your,
in
your Rolodex.
my Rolodex. Yeah. That's not even in my polygraph.
And your polygraph. It's in the phonograph, aka polygraph.
I'm like, I don't even think like that. I've always had a high level of, I don't care what's going on in the outside world. I
Okay.
don't. And
Well, you definitely need that. It's in the world of stand up too, because I noticed that you're all over the place when you come to doing your stand up. You'll do big rooms, you do small rooms. You just don't care. Like you just do you're working on the craft.
yeah, I'm trying to
is
stay on
great.
stage as much as possible.
It's great.
I don't
man.
post it on my social, but I'll pop into an open mic.
Oh,
once in a
really?
while. If it's down the street from my house, yeah.
You're right there.
I'm not gonna post it on my social, but
Right.
I'll go work some shit out. Yeah.
Nice.
And those are the ones that really have made my skin thicker for sure.
Thicker. Of course. No, of course. What do you like most about DJing? What don't you like most about DJing?
What I like most about DJing is being able to control the crowd through music. What I don't like about the DJing now as a 43-year-old man,
Huh?
probably the schedule, the time.
Hey, do people still go up and try to request songs?
Yes.
Really? To this day?
Yes. Yes.
They'll come up to you and you're just in your zone. That has to be like, are you kidding me? Like,
Yeah, and they know they're a burden. They know they're bugging me.
It's always girls, right?
I'm really cool though.
Is it dudes that do dudes ever request
Dudes
songs?
sometimes?
Really?
Man. Yeah, dudes.
I just feel like that takes a little bit of your manhood. Like, hey, what's up, dog? You think you can play that jam?
Bro, because
Really? It happens?
you have to put your shoulders up.
Really?
You have to do this.
Yeah. Because no matter what, you gotta tilt the head aside. Can you play that song that
you
I
have to
like?
do this shit
Like,
like
can you play Smile Now, Cry Later? Whatever.
beta, bro. He's super beta.
It's super beta.
You know, the guys that are alphas, they come out with the $100 bill.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, can you play this?
That's different.
Yeah, you want a back rub with that or what? Oh, then I become the beta.
Like, would you like back rub?
Yeah, dude.
So people, okay, because sometimes I see where you post your events and you're like, hey, come out, I'll be DJing this weekend. So people still like, even though it's loud as hell.
So you know what, Manny? I am one of those nice guys
Yeah.
that I'm chill. I'm super chill when they come.
So you
to my-
are approachable.
I'm very
Okay,
approachable. I greet them with a smile.
Mhm.
I'm 1% of the DJs that are cool with that, by the way. There's a whole
Because I've seen some DJs.
bro, there's a whole no request.
Like DJ
culture.
disgruntled.
No request, bitch. No request trick. There's shirts like that.
There's shirts like that.
100%
No
stickers,
request,
shirts.
bitch.
No request trick. No request trick. No requests.
Yeah.
But I try to flip the narrative and switch it up and be the nice guy.
Yeah.
And I'm patient with them. What was that, babe? Oh, I'm sorry. I don't have it on my laptop. I'm sorry. But if it's a record that it's gonna come up, I'll be like, oh yeah, you know what? It's not the time. Give me about 20 minutes and I'll play it.
How long when you're because again I'm asking these questions because I really I'm not familiar with that world. When they contract you to do these, is it for 2 hours, Jay? Or
2 hours.
Is it
minimum.
2 hours minimum?
Minimum.
Okay. And you charge by the hour?
I
you
charge
give 'em a
for
set
the
rate?
performance. If
Because you
it's
bring your equipment,
for
right?
the night, no, that's a mobile gig.
Okay, so you
mobile
just
gig-
you bring your laptop and whatever you need to do, right?
just laptop,
That's it.
headphones. That's about it.
That's it.
Yeah.
So everything else is
Everything else is there.
they have that covered.
But when I do corporate events or mobile gigs, yeah, I have to take my equipment, but that's a different price.
Do you have to do? That's funny you say corporate. So you have to do Christmas parties and stuff sometimes.
Yeah. No, I don't have to do. I get to do.
You get to do. Boom. And scene. Okay. What do you like to do the corporate stuff?
Yeah, I mean, they're cool, man. Sometimes it's like an HBO gig, so that's
Mm-hmm.
super sick, you know? Sometimes it's a gig for like a famous person's house, you know what I mean?
Okay, so you do some of these nice houses and
Yeah, super cool mansion parties. They get crazy. Yeah, private parties are dope. Yeah.
So you because I forgot to ask that because you know DJ Cooch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he has to work sometimes at Universal, and he has to do these big events, and sometimes he has to do Spielberg parties and stuff like that. So I get it, man. It just like I said, it's kind of intriguing. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because it's not that far off from stand up
That's why I do it. Because I'm not steering away.
as far as the events, not the actual art, but
But me, I am on the mic a lot too. I'm the master of ceremonies as well. And anytime I get to say a joke, I do. Now more than ever. Because if they're gonna be taking me away from something that I've eventually
now
gonna do
for those viewers that don't know, you also get to host some of these music events too, right? Tell people about that.
Yeah, I host a lot of concerts, freestyle events, hip hop events, you know, biggest names, you know, like the West Coast artists like Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube,
With Bobby D, right? With the Bobby D Productions.
and other companies as well, but mainly Bobby D. Freestyle events, man. Freestyle
Yeah.
festivals. These people are
Yeah, people still go. It's funny because
Yeah.
I haven't gone. I'm a big freestyle fan too, but I haven't gone in a while. It was, and I love freestyle music, but they're getting older now, and it's just
Bro.
like, and everything's. I just noticed that the artists they're like when I hear, and then this like we're singing.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
I'm not going to sing it. Like you're here for this.
That's dementia, you know.
But yeah, I've been noticing a lot of these artists that I enjoyed. This is when I know I'm getting older too. They're just starting to bring that mic out for us to sing.
The funniest part of it all, yeah, they're older. A lot of them are out of shape.
Yeah.
You know, the older black women a lot of them stay in shape. You know, like the Robin S's of the world.
Robin S. and I noticed that Evelyn Champagne King,
Yeah, they look
killing it
great.
still,
They look
killing it.
great,
Great
yeah.
voices.
Yeah, health is wealth, man. Take care of your body.
Absolutely.
But yeah, then you get the other guys that think they still look like they did when they were 20, and they're
Like my dude from Color Me Bad. I'm like, man, I can't.
You know, here's the thing though, they're thrusting up there.
Yeah, thrusting.
They're
Yeah.
doing this.
No,
Yeah, first of all, that's an 80s move. Let's get that out the way.
it's 80s.
That's an 80s move.
Thrusting.
Yeah, like, you know, these if you do that to a Gen Z girl now, she'll press charges, you know?
Even Genuine, I don't think he's thrusting anymore.
I think he's still doing those sexy movements.
He's holding on to them.
Yeah, and he's shaped like
the
one
pony.
of the characters from A Bug's Life, you know? Big stomach.
Oh, yeah, I seen him like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's like a skinny fat guy.
A skinny, fat guy.
Yeah. So it's really, but it's fun to see, and it's really cool.
And you do those like seasonal stuff, right? Seasonal, all like in the summertime.
Yes. So it's all year long. Thank God I'm busy. It's still pretty much my bread and butter for sure.
Well, we enjoyed having you on. I appreciate you bringing the stuff that you actually collected, and you have stuff now. Now that you have a son, are you trying to get him to collect, or what's going on there?
You know what?
Or is he into
whatever he's into at the moment?
Good.
He's more into video games.
And is he 10 now?
He'll be 10 in 6 days.
Oh, awesome. So he's a Virgo.
He's a Virgo.
I like that.
So he's very structured. You should see his room, dude. It's organized.
It's organized. My mom's a Virgo. Very organized.
Dude, my mom's a Virgo too.
Yeah, okay. Your mom's September what?
11th.
My mom's the 10th.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. Yeah, we go.
Man.
Virgos in the house.
We were raised by freaking
by structure.
We were raised by calendars.
And I was still all over the place.
Yeah.
All over the place.
Yeah, that's why for me it's like credit card bills, dude, 10 days before.
10 days before.
Yeah, that's
hilarious.
Caucasian credit.
I love it. Please let us know your guests, where they can follow you and where you're going to be at performing next.
Everything is at J Valentino, not J-A-Y, just the letter J. And September 12th, we're celebrating my mom's birthday at the Bellflower Stand-Up. If you're in California, Bellflower Stand-Up is a beautiful venue, very intimate. Also, we're going to take it to Oxnard, the farms of Oxnard, September 26th. It's called the Mama's Tour. Me and my mom on stage, and it's going to be a lot of fun, man. That's a big boy, by the way. It's 450 seats.
I love it. And you guys, I have a new page. Make sure you follow it.
He's doing great on his new page, man. Finally.
Manny Maldonado Comedy Reels. We'll be posting daily content on there. And you know where to find us. Me and Edwin, we'll be back soon. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to Collector Strikes Back. May the force be with you. See you soon. Peace.
Let's go.